Okay, I am painting this little aluminum or whatever tin bucket. And right now I am putting a coat of the Dixie Belle Bonding Boss because this is slick and I want whatever I put on it to stay. And I'm planning on using this. I've got a little, I don't know if y'all have watched my earlier videos this summer. I went to an old house that was going to be torn down. And I got a bunch of stuff. I got some spindles. I got a little chair for my dolls that I make that I've put them on. An old photo album that I redone on here. And then I got a little trike. A little bitty trike. So, I've got it setting out in the front yard. I'm trying to get my front yard cleaned up. We've got it where the chickens can't come in and mess it up anymore. Got the gate fixed where they can't go through. And I have my flowers, but I haven't planted them yet. And I was going to get my little fountain going, but I had to order a pump for the water. And I thought I'd get a better one than I had last year. Well, I got it. Yeah, it's good. It shoots water 2 or 3 foot out past the tub of the where the fountain's at. So that didn't work. So I'm going to have to get another one. It's a good one, all right. But anyways, I'm making something to sit on the seat of the little trike. All that to say that, okay? Now, I am going to have to let this dry for quite a while. And then I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. And then I'm going to start working on this star here. I just cut me out a star. And I've made some lines here. I'm going to do the blue here and then the red, white, red, white, red, white. And I will be putting this, I'll put a stick on the back, you know, and I'll be sticking this down on my flowers when I can get them planted. So I'm going to get my stuff out and start on this one now while that's going to be dry. And that's going to have to dry a long time. I can't just let it dry and start painting it. It says, I think, 12 to 24 hours, something like that. I don't let it go that long, but I've got to let it dry really, really well. Okay, I'm going to go here, of course, with the dark blue. It's going to be a simple project. Both of them's really going to be simple. And I want them for out, you know, on my out front where I'm decorating and stuff. So I'm going to finish painting this blue. It's in the navy by Dixie Belle. And now for the red, I'm going to use Folk Art True Burgundy. I went more of a rust red instead of a red on this one. Yes, I like that. Try to get up there. Okay, that's that one. Went a little crooked there, but I can straighten that up with the white. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to distress it. So I'm just going to continue on and paint each one of these and then come in with the white. Now I have out this Antique White by Apple Barrel. And that's what I'm going to do the last strip with. I'll paint that and then I'll take it to, I don't know if I'll take my finger sander to it or take it to the garage and use probably my finger sander. That would be a little overkill, I think, for this little star. Now, I went and found some stencils, some star stencils. And I was trying to figure out which ones to use. I think I'm going to use just this one here has various size stars. And this has the same size. So I think I'm going to use this one. But I am going to go ahead and take this off so I don't go into my stripes. And I didn't quite get that long enough. Okay, I'm going to go the other way. Now I'll put this one on there. I'm going to use a little makeup sponge, and what color was this? The Antique White by Apple Barrel. I think that's it. I'm going to scoot that up just a bit and get some right here. Just the start of some. Okay, that works. I think I want just a tip of one right there. Okay, now I can pull this off. Let that dry a bit, and then I am going to get my finger sander and sand this back some, and probably put some, I don't know if I'm going to use that Special Dark by Minwax or which wax I'm going to use. I really don't know. I'm going to have to look at it and think about it. I'm just taking my finger sander to this, and I have went this way with it, and I've went this way with it. I don't want to go too much more because I've already done it, but I did want to show you what I've done. And I think I'm going to try the Special Dark by Minwax first. And if I don't think it's dark enough and I don't like it, then I'll get out the Jolie. Okay, this is what the Minwax Special Dark looks like. I've used this forever. Get this on there and I'll wipe it back. Okay, now I'll wipe it back, and it will seal it too because it's going to be outside. I don't want to wipe too much of that back. That just leaves perfect amount. Okay, barely wipe those back. Okay, and I'll cover the back too because I went ahead and painted it a solid blue, but I do want it sealed, so I'll go over it also. And then I'm going to go out into the garage and try to find me some kind of a stick to put here so I can poke it down into my, one of my flower pots when I can get my flowers planted. I have to go to a graduation tomorrow. My son graduates. They call it, he went to cleat. I don't know. They call it something else. I don't know. He's going to be a sheriff's deputy. Yeah. And he graduates tomorrow, so I have to, and it's a long ways off. Well, from here it is. It's in Ada, Oklahoma. That's down south, and I'm in the northwest, so we'll have to get up early and go to that, so I won't be here tomorrow. Alright, I think that looks good. Now I'm going to go look for a stick. I found me a little thin stick, and I made the bottom of it like that so it'd go in the dirt easier. And I am just going to put some wood glue on there. Probably all I need. And then I'm just going to clamp it so it can okay. Now I'll let that dry. It's not quite straight. I'm thinking I don't want it straight. I think I'll do it about like that. And then I have some material here. I'm thinking about tying it down here, but I'm not really sure because it's got that really bright blue and red in it. I probably need a cup coffee dye, a couple strips of it, and then see what I want to do. I think that's what I'll do while this is drying. The winds are blowing outside and it's hot. I'm going to put a couple of these in my coffee, my instant coffee, water and vanilla and cinnamon, and scrunch it in there and take it outside and dry it and see what it turns out like. Okay, I've just stuck them down in there. I'm going to kind of squeeze it out. As much as I can. And take it outside and let it dry. I think I'm going to like that better than the way it was. It does have some cinnamon on it. Okay, I'm going to take it outside and let it dry. Now I'm going to work on the can. And I'm going to use the same True Burgundy by Folk Art. Yeah, it's going to need 2 coats. You know what? I think I'll tape that off. Well, I have it taped off the best I can get it. I'll have to be a little careful around that handle. But that's going to be better than trying to go around the can real carefully. I'm going to finish this up, let it dry, and probably give it 2 coats. Now, on the bottom part, I am going to do, in the navy, my Dixie Belle. And I already have it taped off. And it's going to need 2 coats also. And then when both of these get down, I'm going to have to let these dry really well because I don't want to put tape over that and this because I'll probably pull the paint off if it's not thoroughly set. I'm probably going to leave this setting overnight and pick it back up Saturday because I got to leave tomorrow. So that should give it plenty of time to dry. Well, while my can is drying, I decided to go out and help my husband. I snapped a quick picture, and there he is trying to make sure everything is level before he goes any farther. He's really been fighting the wind and trying to brace everything, but that wind has been fierce. Now, I'm going to try to use Camel by Folk Art. It's really runny. I'm hoping it covers. I may have to give it quite a few coats. Alright, I'm switching paints. That is just not covering. I mean, it's just, I've tried the second coat and I'm just not doing it. So I'm doing Waverly Hazelnut. I like that color better anyway. I'm going to finish coating this and see if it needs a second coat and go from there. All right, this is all dry now, and I am going to put this on there. And I got this image from off of Facebook from Crafty Basket Case. Yeah, just go on Facebook, search Crafty Basket Case, and she puts up a lot of free images. And follow her, and then just click into her photos, and this is one of the more recent ones, so should be easy to find. But I am going to put it on with Mod Podge. Okay, I've got to put that up where I can kind of see the middle. Trying to hang on to it. Go up just a bit. Okay, I need a little more up top. And down here on the bottom. Make sure that's straight. And I did spray my image with hairspray to keep it from bleeding, the ink from bleeding, because I printed out on my inkjet. There. Now, I'll let that dry. And I'm going to put some flowers in here. All right, now I have put some styrofoam down in there, and it's tight fitting, so it won't blow out. When these flowers get in there, I'm going to glue them down, and I'm going to arrange them. And I don't necessarily care for these flowers, but I think I can go ahead and use them because with this image, they look pretty good. And I have this flag here that was, I bought a package of them. And I coffee dyed them last year and never used any of them. But I have it on a stick, and I'll have that down in there. And I don't know what else. And on these flowers, these white ones, they were bright white. And I did put some coffee dye on those also. Well, I put it on all of them, but it mainly really helped the white ones not be so stark white. So I am going to finish putting all this down in there and getting it arranged. And I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, here's what I have so far, and I think it needs something in this area, right here, back here. So I am going to paint this up and put that back there, and then I think it will be finished.